Our objective for today, I can identify angle relationships. Read together, 1, 2, 3. I can identify angle relationships. All right, so we started this lesson last week, and I briefly introduced it, and I said there's some terminology that I need to cover. And we started with vertical angles. From there, we moved on to adjacent angles. We moved on to complementary, and then from there, supplementary. You guys remember those? And just to recap, if I was to sketch a diagram down here, look up, please, and I label this A, B, C, and D. Adjacent, we said that it means next to. So two angles that are next to, and they share a common side, and they share a common vertex. The vertex is the point where all angles start, which is there. So two angles that share a common side would be A and B. They're side by side, that means next to each other, and they share this side right here. Do you guys see that? So that means adjacent angles, angle A and angle B. So you have another two adjacent angles. Kelsey? Help her out, Paulina. Angle A. Angle A and? Yeah, that's what I said earlier. So angle A and angle B, that's one pair. Angle D? That is correct. So angle A, angle B are adjacent. Angle A and angle D are adjacent. What other are adjacent? Go ahead, Roman, Carlos. Angle C and angle D. Angle C and angle D are next to each other, and they share one side. What other are adjacent? Jaden? Angle B and angle C are next to each other, and they share a side. That is correct. Angle B and angle C. Does everybody see what we're talking about? All right. However, vertical angles are non-adjacent. That means that they don't share a side. So look at these four. So you never a pair of non-adjacent angles that don't share a side. Therefore, I heard angle A and angle C. Is that correct? Yes, these are non-adjacent because they don't share a side. What other are non-adjacent or vertical? Go ahead, Roman Aguirre. Angle B and angle D. All right. Now, another thing that we should know in regards to vertical angles, or that we saw last week, is that, let's see if it works this time. Remember how I was having some technical difficulties? Okay, let's see if it works. So I said, if I was to cut this out right here, and if I was to turn it and place it about right there, what can we conclude? Tell your neighbor, please. What can we conclude, Nate? A and C are what? Yes, I know they're vertical, but what can we conclude about vertical angles? They are the same what? Degrees. Yes, they measure the same. So therefore, a symbol that we use for that is this. It's an equal sign with a little wiggle. That means congruent, that they measure the same. So therefore, angle A is congruent to angle C, and angle B is congruent to angle D. Everybody understand? All right. From there, complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees, and I did this. I did check out the C here, and then I did a C here. Does everybody see what I'm talking about? And two angles that are supplementary, I did the S here, and I did the S here. Did you guys see it? I said two angles that are supplementary, they are 180 degrees. I also talked about acute angles. Remember those? And I said, all right, guys, remember when you go to a party and all of a sudden all the family gets together and somebody comes in with a baby, what do people go and do? Oh, what a cute baby. That's why any angle that's a small angle between 0 and 90 degrees, such as 23, it's saying you're going to look at it, since it's small, you're going to be like, oh, what a cute, no, not baby, what a cute angle. Get it? Because they're little? Somebody is like, no. Therefore, obtuse angles are angles between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Yes? All right, so then let's move on. So last time we did example 1A, is that correct? Yes? Okay, copy that. We're going to do that again. So copy this. We're going to do that again because I sense a disturbance in the force. Example 1A says, use a diagram to find each angle measure. Hurry up. So I'm going to get started with this one. So it says, use a diagram to find each angle measure. If angle 1 is 37 degrees, find angle 3. So I said, whenever you solve this, I wanted it in a two-column proof. So two-column proof, you start 2 columns like so, and you write step and reason. Okay. So for step, we start off with what was given. What was given? The problem, right? There it is. And we're going to write given. That's our very first step. All right. So now, before we solve, I said, look at angle 1, because they're talking about angle 1 and angle 3. Look up to the screen. Angle 1 and angle 3. Tell your neighbor what kind of definition you know for those angles, please. What definition do we know that's going to help us solve this problem? Let's see, help me out. Jerry, go. Does that help us solve the problem? Kind of like saying, well, Mr. Q, you look like Michael Jordan. That doesn't help us solve this problem. What definition specifically, looking at these two angles, help us to find the value of angle 3? Vertical angles. We write vertical angles. Okay, now that we wrote the reason, therefore, what does that mean here? What shall we write? Everyone. Measurement of angle 1 is what? No. It's congruent to measurement of angle 3. That's what vertical angles means. Is that correct? So now that we have that, can we solve now? What can we write for our last step? Measurement of angle 3 equals 37 degrees, and that's our solution. This is what you're going to be doing for the very first chapters of geometry. I know. Yeah, as long as you start settling in your noodle and not getting confused as to what do I write. Kind of like earlier, maybe Jerry got confused and saying, well, angle 1 and angle 3 are acute. Yes, that is true because they're small angles, but does that help us solve this problem? No, therefore we need to think of another definition. All right, let's move on. Example 1B. Copy this one. And I'm going to label this one, measurement of angle 4 is 120 degrees. Find angle 1, measurement of angle 1. Let's see if he can come up with a two-column proof for that. Okay, copy and go. I'll give you some time. All right, let's see. I'm going to get you started. Step, reason. So therefore, we write the problem in there and we write given. Is that correct? All right. So we got this here. All right, there it is, and we write given. All right, let's think this through. What angles are they talking about? Angle 4, this one, and this one. All right, let me do that a little bit better. This one and this one. These two angles. Look at them. Look up to the screen. Tell your neighbor what definition will help us get to our answer. Let's see. Let's see. Leslie C. They are adjacent. Okay. We're close. But what else? Yeah, that's adjacent. Karim. They are supplementary. Supplementary. Let's see if you see it. Look up. If I draw a straight line here, look up. Here's my line. Remember, if I draw an angle like this, how many degrees is that angle? 180. Do you see what I did here? Do you see that now? Okay, so therefore, if that's true, let's see, what can we write? Supplementary angles, what does that mean? What can I write? Measurement of angle 1, what else? Plus, bam, Maria. Measurement of angle 4, bam, is equal 180. Is that correct? Yes. And now we can do our next step. We substitute for angle 4 instead of angle 4. What do I write? 120. Bring everything else down. Measurement of angle 1 plus 120 is equal to 180. Do we know how to solve this? Yes, what do I do? Subtract 120 to each side. Therefore, measurement of angle 1 is equal to 60 degrees, and that's my solution. How we doing? Yes? Some of your fingers, how comfortable you are with two-column proofs so far? We got some 3.5s, 4s, 4.44s, 4.5s. Some of you need manicures. I see Jaden with new manicure. All right, nice. All right. Yes, Roman. Everybody was done. He's over there like, all right. All right, so let's see how you do with this one. Look up. Example 1C. Let's see how you do. On who? All right. Example 1C says, use the diagram to find each angle measure. If measurement of angle 1 is 42, find angle 3. Copy and go. I'll give you 1 minute. All right. So steps, reason, and this is given. Nate, tell me what you write. Help them out, Brian. Measurement of angle 1 congruent to measurement of angle 3. What's the reason you think that? Vertical angles. Hands if you got that. Therefore, what can we conclude, everyone? Is equal to 42 degrees. That's our solution. Yeah, we got this? Yeah? Okay. All right. And of course, if I was to say example 1Q and I was to ask you instead of angle 3, look up please. Instead of angle 3, I asked you for measurement of angle 4. I'll go to your neighbor, let them know how your 2-column proof would look if you were to solve for measurement of angle 4. Go. All right, let's see. So step 1 would look like if measurement of angle 1 is 42 degrees, find measurement of angle 4. That's given. What would you write on the second row? Stephanie. What would you write? Supplementary. So what would you write for the step? So here's supplementary angle. So what would you write here? Measurement of angle 1. Mia, help her out. Plus measurement of angle 4 equals 180. What would be the next row? Roman McGuire. We did measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 4 is equal 180. So what do you write for the next row? We have measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 4 is equal to 180. So what would we write? Measurement of angle 4 plus plus 42 degrees is equal to equal 180, right? And then we saw, I know it's a little bit hard to picture, but we had measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 4 is equal to 180. And we said that is supplementary, right? So then the next step would be substituting the 42, so it will be 42 plus measurement of angle 4 equals 180, and then we solve, yes? So therefore measurement of angle 4 is what, everyone? 100 and what? 38. Okay, copy this next one, please. Example 2A. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Example 2A. As you're copying the diagram, in the diagram I want you to point to the letter Q, and that letter Q is known as the vertex, because that's where all the angles begin. Now, to read out the angles, you need to use 3 letters. but you always use the vertex for the center or the middle of the angle. Therefore, let's look at the angle they're asking for. They're asking for a right angle. We know that right angles are how much? 90 degrees. So here's my 90 degree. So to name that angle, I'm going to start here and I'm going to go clockwise. So therefore, this is angle TQS. And notice that I placed the Q in the center. TQS. What's another way of reading this if I go the other way? Angle SQT. And notice what stayed in the middle? The Q, because that's the vertex. So tell your neighbor, what are two acute angles? Two acute angles. Who said PQT? That is incorrect. Who said angle PQT? PQT. And what's the other one, everyone? Angle SQR. Okay? Now look up really quick. If I was to add these two angles, the acute angles, what's another name for both of them together? Another name for both of them together. What's the name of both of them together if we were to add those? Leslie, see. That is correct. Complementary. Because they add up to how much? Both of them. 90 degrees. Example 3. Copy this. Draw a line. Then one of these. Array. And then we're going to write here 3x plus 20 degrees. This one is 2x plus 10 degrees. By looking at these, tell your neighbor what these two angles are called. Both of them together are called what, Maria? Supplementary. Which means what? That this one plus this one is equal to what? 180. So therefore, when they ask us to solve or to find the degree of each angle, then we write 3x plus 20 plus, what else? 2x plus 10 is equal to 180. And do we know what to do from there? Solve for x. Once we find x, what do? Substitute, and that's going to give us the degree of each angle. Do you understand? Okay. Hold on, before you go, let me finish this because I sense a disturbance in the force. This is 5x plus 30 equals 180 minus 30 minus 30. That's 5x equals 150. Divide by 5, divide by 5. So what is x? 30 degrees. But if I want to know the angle here, what do I need to do here? Substitute. So this is 3 times 30 plus 20. So what is this? 90 plus 20, which is 110. That means this is 110 degrees, and you do the same for the other. Okay? Your home plate for tonight is over here is the play sheet. We will have tutoring if I don't see you. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.